Let's now proceed to Zhang viscera with lung relationships. The first among the lung relationships is its association with skin and hair. The skin and hair refer to the entire organ that covers the body, including the dermis, the hair, and the sweat glands. The skin and hair must be warmed and moistened by the defensive qi and body fluids. Physiologically, the main functions of the skin and hair are to secrete sweat, protect the exterior of the body from exogenous evils, and regulate the body temperature. These functions are closely tied to those of the lung. First, the lung controls defensive qi. It distributes defensive qi and essential nutrients to the skin and hair, and by doing so, warms and moistens them. Second, the skin and hair work closely with the lung to regulate respiration by opening or closing the sweat pores. The plain question terms the sweat pore the portal of gas. In pathology, the lung and skin and its hair also affect each other. For example, when wind and cold attack the body surface, they generally enter by the skin and hair, then proceed to affect the lungs' dispersion function. This often results in aversion to cold, nasal blockage, fever, and cough. If lung qi is deficient and fails in its dispersion function, it is unable to distribute defensive qi and fluids to the body surface. This reduces the skin's ability to ward off disease. There may then be profuse sweating and increased susceptibility to disease. The skin may appear pallid and wan, and the hair may show withering. Hence, in Chinese medicine, there is the saying, the lung has its outward manifestation in the skin and hair. Second association is with the nose, as the lung is open or opens in the nose. The nose is an organ of ventilation and is the external orifice of the lung. Its physiological function are principally ventilation and olfaction. In Chinese medicine, the nose's capability depends upon the functions of the lung. If lung qi is harmonious, the nasal passage is unobstructed so that breathing is smooth and the sense of smell effective. Thus, the spirit pivot states, when lung qi permeates the nose, the lung and the nose can know fragrance and foul odor. In pathology, lung diseases and nose diseases often influence one another. For example, when evil qi attacks the lung may lose its ability to disperse. This leads to dysfunction of the nose and may result in nasal blockage, nasal discharge, anosmia, and nosebleed. Conversely, when exogenous evils injure the person, they mostly enter through the nose or mouth and can directly affect the lung. In clinical practice, the physician often approaches disorders of the nose by treating the lung. Throat as the gateway for lung. The throat is the passageway through which the air of respiration exits and enters. It is also the organ for generating voice. The lung meridians pass through the throat, linking the passage of air and the generation of voice to lung function. If lung qi is in equilibrium, then the passage of air and the voice are normal. If lung qi is deficient, then the voice is weak. If wind cold invade the lung so that the movement of lung qi become impeded, then the passage of air through the throat becomes coarse and the voice high-pitched, or the voice becomes hoarse or absent. This is known as solid metal does not sound. The hoarseness or aphonia resulting from deficiency of lung qi is known as cracked metal does not sound. Thank you for listening.